Morning everyone, it's 9 AM. Just rolling up to Anthony's gaff and I've had a pretty successful start to the ride. I'm on my Tifosi today, my hill climbing bike, and I have to say almost instantly it's like a match made in heaven. Now I don't know whether it's to do with the frame geometry, it might well be, or just the fact that I haven't ridden it for so long, like at the start of the year. But it could be playing with my power numbers, could be playing with my motivation, I don't know. But we're easily putting out like 20 watts more at the same kind of perceived effort today than we have done for the same efforts over the last kind of week. What I did was two 30-minute blocks with just 5 minutes of rest in between them at 300 watts. But I'm riding at 300 watts and I'm like, this is too easy. So I ride at 320 and I'm like, this is more like the 300 that I was doing last week. So like I said, it could be due to multiple factors. All I know is I feel good, but riding with Nance now will be at a lower intensity, and then later on we're going to be picking it back up again, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. I don't think you hear that. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it has rained at some point, alright? It has rained, right? But my chain lube is completely washed off because of the rain. I mean, it was horrendous, torrential rain. And you probably think I'm joking, you probably think I'm lying, because it's so beautiful right now. But I'll tell the truth, honestly. I've just had a look to see where Charlie is. Charlie's out on the bike as well. And we track each other on our phones, so if we're both out on a ride, and I know that I'm kind of in the vicinity, I'll just check in and see where she is, and then I can jump in and ride with her. And vice versa, obviously. Works quite well if you stopped at a cafe and you want to catch up with it. But she rode to her parents today, and I met her at her parents' house, but then we've done two different loops to get back, and hers is along the flat and along the coast, and mine, because I wanted to get my last 30-minute effort in, has been kind of in through the valley. So probably going to be there about 10 minutes before, give or take, unless she's put a hell of a press on. Oh, nice weather.
We'll open the car then.
Alright. Yo. True. Warm, wet. Where are we going?
Mum and Dad's.
For
Cake and coffee.
multiple cake, I think is the...
Yeah, she's done Polish apple cake. She's done
Polish apple cake.
custard slices, Victoria sponge. I think there's marble cake left from last week and lemon drizzle from last week as well.
Get my protein in before the carbs and the fat. She loves home baking, fair play.
She's got nothing else to do at the moment, does she? With the weather being bad. She can't do her garden.
What was that?
That means our brakes need doing.
A squeaky noise reminds me of this when we did the tour.
Thought you'd stick it up there. I'll just hold it.
The other way is the wrong way.
I don't know.
Not that way. When we did the tour of, I think it was the tour of Korea. It was either Korea or Japan. And we usually get ferried around in like our own team buses. The race organisers will give you a team bus. They'll also give you a team car, because obviously when you're a British team and you fly to a race in Asia, you get given vehicles because you can't get your own out there, and they're all usually the same cars. So it's interesting being in a convoy because you never really know where your team car is. It's not plastered in. Anyway, kind of off point, but we do get given like team buses, which are kind of like mini buses. And one bus we were on used to make like a. It must have been Korea. Must have been Korea. Connor Dunn was racing for us in that one, and Russ Downing. And the noise the bus used to make. Funny enough, it was the last stage when we were coming into Seoul. We were driving into that last stage. It used to make like a, and then it just stopped. Like the noise would stop, and then like we'd all be like, "What was that noise?" And then, sure enough, like 2 minutes later, and then nothing. Like nobody knew what was causing it.
Write a memoir. I should write your memoir from my point of view.
One chapter.
Yeah. Drop off at Manchester Airport, drive home. Pick up from Manchester Airport, drive home.
Those are the days. Charlie's in charge of this evening's delicacy. You have to get used to seeing me in my dressing gown from now on. My big fluffy bear dressing gown. Even though there's no ears on it. It looks good. What's the colour?
Well, you know how much I like my veg.
Quinoa, tomatoes. I think that's basa
with leek.
and salad. That's mine. That's yours. Oops. Wow.
Okie dokie. We need to work out which end is which end.
Mattress is massive.
Yeah, well, it is a king size, darling.
Nice. Big is the answer.
It's a big bed.
Oh, it's really light as well.
Yeah, that's the good thing with the vans. They're easy to move.
I could have carried it then. I was worried I wouldn't be able to help because I'm too weak. Part 2 of the chop is complete. Now, stay cool now when I'm live streaming. Thank goodness. Just finished my live stream. Or live stream number 1 at least. Having a haircut has definitely helped because I was starting to cook the other day when I did that live stream. Charlie's doing Pilates in the room next door. So I'm gonna hop next door now, and I've got a short break between these 2 sessions, like an hour, which is not really a break. But Phil Lovett from Bike Racing Without Mercy and Scott from HuntTV. I don't know why I blanked on that then. Are both doing a race. It's a chase race, a handicap race at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to jump in as well in the A's. Scott's going to be in the C's, I think Phil's going to be in the A's as well. And yeah, I've just finished the Tap stage 1. Went really well, as some of you saw on the live stream. We got 350 people watching that live stream on Saturday morning, which is pretty incredible. I put that down to the thumbnail, so thank you, Scott. But also, I suppose the content was fairly good as well. Me actually killing myself in front of your TV screens. But yeah, like, so grateful. I just want to say, like, so grateful for those of you that like come and support just by chatting. And then Shane Miller was there as well, so GP Llama, great to have you all, always is. Look at this man.
Oh well, that's fine.
His first ever live stream.
I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller.
Yes, make yourself tiny.
What? we go. If only dieting was that easy. Oh, God.
It is.
Isn't very practical.
Charlie's back on Zwift. Can't seem to keep her off it at the minute. I'm making a chicken dinner because we are overloaded with chicken in this house at the minute. So yeah, it's a typical Sunday. We have concluded another week of a mixture of like Zwifting and outdoor riding. I think I've managed to do like 21.5 hours this week and another 1,000 TSS. So it's 2 weeks on the bounce where I've pretty much ticked 1,000 TSS. Obviously, I've done that using mainly Zone 1, Zone 2 work, hence the number of hours that I've done. And that is mainly to compensate for the amount of time that I've spent indoors through the lockdown period. So now hopefully this will carry me and I won't have to do kind of another block like this again where I do so much volume. But I feel really good, and I know that's a common theme with me. Like I always feel good when I'm doing bigger hours on the bike, and that doesn't go for everybody. You know, that's not a one size fits all thing at all. You know, so for me, like I'm really excited by the way I feel, because I feel strong even though I'm on the back of these big hours. So the next phase, I guess, is to kind of start mixing in more higher intensity, because at the minute I'm just kind of doing that Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3 is sweet spot, and sweet spot session, sweet spot intervals have been slotted in quite a lot the last kind of 2 weeks. Oh, look at my scar, man. So yeah, it's lots of things happening as well off the bike at the minute, which you don't see and you don't hear of, but you will do in due course. And it's not something I can really kind of talk about at the minute because of the situation. So as soon as things are sorted, I can tell you all about them. But yeah, another week ticked off in preparation for a big event, which I still haven't told you about. I'm conscious of that.